So they say that editing is a collaboration between the editor and the director. How soon in the process does the director comes in? Normally you cut the editor's cut first. When do you listen to the director, and when do you have to stand your ground and say, this is the way I do it? Can you tell me more about the dynamics between you and the director?
Oh my God. Well, it depends on the director completely. I mean, I've worked with people where you need to, you know, where they won't watch dailies. They just won't watch dailies. They want to see a cut. So it's like, if they don't show them a cut, they're not even watching what they're shooting because it's too upsetting for them. A lot of directors are not self-confident. They're very nervous, and they just other directors watch all the dailies and give you like these meticulous notes. I've worked with directors who've given me like frames to cut on, like literally frames to cut on, and obsessively, like just pouring through the dailies and telling you where to cut. But every director's different. Every creative relationship's different. My collaboration usually begins. Sometimes like on Infinity War and Endgame, I was with the writers before the movies were in production, and I was in the writers' room as we were finishing the scripts, so that we could talk about how to structure things and how we'd lay out the action, things that I would be participating in later anyway. So I was like, let's do it early. So that was fun, and it was exciting to be part of that early. I like to get involved in the script phase. I'm doing a movie now with a director named Billy Ray. I've done 2 movies with him, and he and I work on the script for a long time together. We talk about it a lot, for years sometimes, before the movies go into production. So with him, it's great because we've already been talking about the movie even before we shot it. So it's really different for every director, and I like to just make sure. My job is sort of like, I always say the best analogy is like the consigliere to the director. It's like I'm, Robert Duvall in The Godfather. I'm like trying to help him out, but I'm not quite. I have to be a little bit objective about it. I have to tell them when they're going to make a mistake. I have to advise them on what to do to keep everything going. But I also have to be able to say at certain times, I can't support you in that decision creatively. We have to do this or we have to do that. And with Joe and Anthony Russo, they are super fun because I can just go ahead and say, what are we doing? This is crazy. We're not doing this. And they'll be like, oh, why? And I'm like, because it's be terrible. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. Or other times I'll be like, I want to do this, and they're like, you're crazy, we're not doing that. And then they're right. So it's like we can cancel each other out, but it's fun to fight in a good way. It's like fighting about, your favorite hockey team. It's like you can fight about things and still, have a good relationship. I think it's important to have that dynamic.